what we're going to do here on this podcast is talk about film in all different ways. Odd Kid and myself, we both, and we'll call me Steele. Career spent in Hollywood.
No. The career is spent.
What do you mean the career is
It's
spent?
over.
What's over?
And I'm spent.
Oh, he's done. Put a fork in him. He's done. Odd Kid is.
You know, there's a certain time of your career to where they don't want to look at your resume anymore because it's too long, and they just want something fresh. They're like, you know what? You've done everything. You should go. Like, not I could learn something from you. You're broken. You can't be retrained.
And give him a clap. Goodbye. Let's go.
No, because they're union. Clapping is extra. Got to pay time and a half for that.
I was there for about 17 years. Odd Kid was there for, how long were you there in LA?
In LA, not that long, but from 2010 to 2013.
Yeah, but you were also doing film in Atlanta also, correct?
In Atlanta, yeah.
How long did you do film?
2006 to 2010.
Were you ever an extra?
When I was in college.
What was your first role as an extra?
As an extra, I was in Mars Attacks as a diplomat.
As a diplomat.
Yeah, I was killed.
I was my first extra role. I'll give you a hint. It was a movie with Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes.
Did it have to do with baseball?
You did. So what was it called?
I think The Fan.
Yes, The Fan. That is true.
So was it a circular fan, or was it one of those box ones, you sit on the floor?
No, it was like a crazed fan that was part of the movie. So while we were there, it was about 65 degrees or so, and you think in California it'd be pretty warm, but it was cold. And they had us in the stands. So what happened was I had long hair at the time, and
You had hair at the time. It's different.
Yes, I had hair at the time. That's true.
You left it in California?
I left it in California, man. Yeah, bro. I left my hair in California.
See, you left a piece of you there. See, if you think about it, it's nostalgic.
Yes.
It's like this pile of hair was Brad.
There you go. My pile of hair is left on the beach, bro.
Yeah, somebody in Death Valley is going, this tumbleweed was Brad.
I don't know where he goes. Dave just goes to these places. We just don't know.
It just everybody knows it's past Dave's bedtime, so Dave's brain is going places that he doesn't even know where it goes.
It's only 8 p.m. and he's ready to crash. But he comes up at, he gets out of his coffin around 5 a.m. when I'm still rolling over and don't show up until 10 a.m.
Well, you know what it is because you're older, and when you get older, you need less sleep. Just like our grandparents used to only sleep like 5 hours a night or 3 hours a night. Well, that's you. You're getting there.
I'm not getting there yet. I'm not even anywhere close. I don't have AARP yet. No, I don't.
That's just because you didn't sign the form.
Oh, you know what? You can laugh. I can laugh all the way to the bank with that one because AARP, I get some bonuses.
Really?
Yes.
Like Viagra?
So let's get back to it. So I was on the movie The Fan. I was an extra. We got paid. What did we get paid? $74 for 8 hours. And
that's a lot because, like in your time, that was what is it? 75 cents an hour was minimum wage.
Oh, ho. So yeah, it was $74 for 8 hours, and we got a small box lunch, and it was pouring on us. Like they wanted it to look like it was raining in the stadium, so we just sat there getting rained on, and that was my first experience coming to Hollywood.
Did you know that they put milk in fake rain?
They did what?
Yep. So in the movies, because you can't see the water on the camera, so they put milk in it to make it cloudy so they can see the rain. So when you're getting rained on set, it's actually milky water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Milky water.
Yeah. So I always wondered, like if people stunk afterwards, because the milk goes bad.
So my first movie as an extra was The Fan. Yours was Mars Attacks. I was just a fan.
Well, Mars Attacks as an adult. Actually, my very first extra was I was a kid, and it was on BL Stryker with Burt Reynolds.
Well, then mine was, I believe, a Pampers commercial with my mom.
That makes sense. You're still wearing them.
No, now they're called Dependables.
Ah,
But I don't wear those. I don't know what those are.
you just go right there in the chair, like a man. I don't wear no diaper.
We bought pleather so we could kind of wipe it off quickly, easy.
That's what pleather's for. I knew there was a reason for it.
After that, I got an agent and I started going out on different commercials and different things. And I believe the first one I booked was AT&T, and I played a clown. The concept was it was a birthday party with a cake, and the clown was supposed to pop out of the cake, but they switched the address, so the stripper popped out of the cake, and I was at the stripper party, I think it was. That was for AT&T.
You jumped out of the stripper's cake, right? Instead of the regular cake. So did you at least make balloon animals?
No.
They got plenty of balloons, lubricated, flavored, glow in the dark.
Oh my God.
Oh, sorry, those are water balloons. Yeah.
All right. So what was your first paid gig, other than extra as an actor?
As an actor?
Yes.
A TV show called Supernatural. I played a doctor, and I gave people bad news.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I told people that they were going to die from shingles.
Ooh.
Or something like that.
So one of my first gigs, like as an actor, that was first supposed to be the TV show Diagnosed Murder, and with Dick Van Dyke. Me being new to LA and everything, I probably went out the night before and had a drink or so. I don't know. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. The alarm went off. I got up a little behind. I was like, I can make it. Well, I got off the wrong exit. So then I had to turn around and come back and go again. By the time I did that, I was close to being about an hour to 10 minutes. So I showed up to set and I said, "Hey, I'm here. I'm the caddy, the guy playing the caddy."
I was about to say, was it a golf course?
Yes, it was a golf course right in Malibu on the water, pretty much. And the guy said, "You're what?" And I said, "Yeah, my name's Brad, and I'm playing the caddy." And he said, "You were playing the caddy. Do you see the guy out there on the golf course?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, you were late. This is Hollywood. See you later."
So when they offered your role to somebody else, did you ask them to tell them you'd be the gopher?
No. They just tell me to get the hell out.
Because you get the background gopher. So relating to your to kind of put closure on this story. So Dick Van Dyke actually just won at 98 years old. He just won the Lifetime Achievement Award, TV award.
Really? How old?
98. He just this week, because he used to be on Days of Our Lives.
Yes, and you know that in his 90s, he still walks a couple miles a day.
Oh yeah, he walked up on stage and took the award.
He's in good shape. He is.
What I want to know though is who came up with the name of his character on that show. Can you pronounce that for me? Timothy Robichaux?
Oh, it's Timothy Roebuck.
Is that just why so many letters?
Yeah, it's Timothy Roebuck. He was one of the famous guys on Days of Our Lives.
Okay,
so he started. Did he start as a kid or does he start as an adult on? Is it Days of Our Lives? Is that the one?
Days of Our Lives.
Yeah. Can you fact check that for me?
He was born in 1925. Wow.
Who was?
Dick Van Dyke. Yeah. And he was. It says here he was 39 years old when he got his first episode of Days of Our Lives. Isn't Days of Our Lives the one where like people die but they come back all the time?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I never watched it, but my mom used to watch that stuff. And I remember every time I came home, there'd be a character who was killed off the previous show and then now was back. Like this weird little person that was in it that had magical powers or something. Yeah, these are the sands of time.
These are the days of our lives.
Do you know why they're called soap operas?
No, why are they called soap operas?
Because when soap operas originally came out, the reason that they played during the day is because they were playing while wives were at home and they're more likely to buy soap. So the advertisers that paid for those shows were laundry detergent and soap.
Really?
And that's why they're called soap operas.
So it was like Dawn and Tide and all the detergent
and the
company.
one that cleans your fingernails and all that stuff.
Palmolive?
Yeah, that's right, Palmolive.
So what was your first movie that you worked on in production? What did you start doing?
Mars Attacks.
Mars
so
Attacks.
so I originally went there. I was an extra, but then I missed the bus one day, and because I missed the bus, I showed up late. Somebody replaced me. I decided to just like sit down and watch the shoot.
Yeah.
And I selected a chair that was open next to the
Video Village.
Video Village, and I didn't know it at the time, but the guy wearing headphones in front of me was Tim Burton.
Really?
Yeah, not until it was done. He stood up and and was yelling "cut" or whatever, and I realized it was Tim Burton, so I thought I was going to get in trouble. But I was wearing a Versace suit that they had put on me for the role because I was supposed to be a diplomat, right?
So he thinks you're some bigwig just sitting next to
They
him.
thought I was a producer, so everybody was treating me like a producer. So for that entire day, I'm walking around the set, and everybody's like, like not looking at me in the eye. And then what happened was the PA that handled the extras, he knew who I was, right? Because that's what his job was. And he saw me. He's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, just hanging out with the director and
Michael J.
J. Fox and Sarah Jessica Parker, and we played with the dogs because there was dogs in the movie, and they had like 2 or 3 of them there. Plus, they had friends for the dogs. And he's like, I think I need to talk to my boss. I think he goes, we need to talk to the casting director. That's what he said. We need to talk to the casting director because the casting director actually is the one who hired all the PAs as well.
Right.
So we went to talk to casting director, and this was Lear Casting. And this was when I first met them, and I met Lear herself.
Yep.
And she's like, you did what? You talked to what? And she's like, they weren't upset about it. And she's like, do you want to work on the set? And she boosted me up, and that was it. Next thing you know, I was working on sets constantly. I went straight from Mars Attacks to Vampirilla to Fools Rush In, Vegas Vacation, like just nonstop.
Oh, Vegas
back to back.
Vacation. You worked with a friend of mine,
Yeah, Ethan.
Ethan Emery. Good
Yeah.
guy.
I wonder what he's doing nowadays. He was on TV, or he's on a TV show, right?
He was on a show that took place here in Providence for a while.
He's 45 years old now.
What?
Old man.
What is he doing these days?
No, he's still acting. Look at this. 2022, last seen alive. 2018, First Man.
So what else can we tell some people that are trying to learn to get into the business in Hollywood of some crazy stories that we went through, and then
That if you haven't heard no 1,000 times, you haven't heard it enough.
And you know what I learned, the biggest thing I learned in LA when I worked on set was shut up. Literally, shut up. When you're starting at the very beginning, go be an extra, learn what people do in each individual spots, and don't talk.
You know the first thing I learned?
What?
Is that the lunch on movie sets is really good, and it's free, and you get paid to eat it.
That's true. That is very true.
So when I first got into extras, it wasn't because I wanted to be in a movie. It's because I was poor and I knew the food was free. And I knew I would be paid while I was there.